It's been 8 years since the Grade 1 listed St Margaret's Church was put on English Heritage's at-risk register. But finally, after raising more than £400,000, the scaffolding is coming down. 10,000 slates replaced and the clock and bells have been restored. The building, which dates back to 1250, hasn't seen work as extensive as this take place since the days of Reverend Gossett, who totally overhauled the building in 1850. Other than the bells being replaced in 1920, not too much has happened, and that's why the beautiful building at the heart of Northam's community needed some drastic measures.
In 2012 there was a 5-year quinquennial survey of the church, which highlighted a number of areas of concern, and in particular the roof and the bell frame. That resulted in the building being placed on the at-risk register by Heritage England, which did mean that we became eligible to seek lottery funding from the Heritage Lottery Fund. That was 2012-2013. Here we are, 2020. It's taken a long time. The work should have been started in January 2019 on the roof. It was postponed because we simply couldn't get the roofing slates that Heritage required. In December of last year we managed to source slates from Wales, which arrived. We were ready to go in January, and scaffolding started. COVID arrived, scaffolding stopped. They restarted the scaffolding in March. The builders came back on site with a 50% workforce. They were reduced because of the social distancing rules, and Jamie Brown and his team have done a wonderful job. They did say they wouldn't finish till January 2021. They hope to be out in 2 weeks' time, and as we speak today, the scaffolding is being removed, and we are planning for our first church service here, a harvest festival on Sunday the 4th of October, 9:30 a.m, and we hope that there will be plenty of room for everybody who wants to come. And we will be ringing the bells in advance, socially restricted, probably only 3 bells, but we will be ringing bells in advance of the service, so people will hear that and know that we're open for business.
Just how much is it costing, and where is that money coming from?
Precisely. The roof works themselves are well in excess of £300,000, £400,000 including VAT. Most of the VAT should be recoverable through a special grant scheme. Some £220,000 has been provided by the Heritage Lottery Fund. A number of other charities have assisted. A number of local businesses have assisted. And we ran a sponsor a slate appeal where we delivered a leaflet to every door within the community, inviting them to pay for a slate and sponsor it. That yielded over £20,000, and the slates were £5 each. We have a commemorative book, slate sponsors and dedications. Everybody who contributed, supported or gave a grant is recorded in there with their dedication where they had one, and that book will be in the church on permanent display for anybody to read.
And those who work within the church have welcomed the support from the Northam community.
This building behind me is the heart of this village. I mean, it's, you know, as Alex said, it's been here quite a few hundred years, and we hope it'll stay here for quite a few hundred years. And it's always open, so that people can go in there. It's a place where people can come for private prayer. It's a place where people can come to, and we'll have lots of things going on, you know, tree festivals and all the things that happen during the year, so that people can see this as their place. You know, they kind of have to kind of own it, otherwise they won't support it.
And what's your message to the people in Northam to come and take a look when the scaffolding comes down at what's been going on here?
Yeah, my message to the people of Northam is that they definitely need to be coming on the 4th of October for our it's a kind of a launch, really. I mean, it's been very quiet, as you know, for the last 6 months. We've been trying to keep in touch with people through the online service we've started, and through telephone calls, through, you know, sending them letters if they haven't got all that stuff. But it's really nice to get back into the building. We won't be able to get back into the building in full with everybody, but to get as many people in there as possible, really lovely indeed.
And the project has been enjoyed by those who have spent each day commuting 107 feet up the tower.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, like, we got the weather today, so that makes all the difference. Obviously, you know, when it's howling with wind and rain, that's just not good. But today you can ask for any better weather, really, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's lovely.
What's it like up there?
Originally scary, you know, when you first start over, going over the edge is the hardest part, so dropping in, but fantastic. Can't ask for a better way to go to work, really, can you?
No, that's it, yeah. Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm used to going over the edge, so yeah, it's fine.
So what you guys been up to up the tower today?
Well, obviously we're gold leafing now, okay, so we put on the sides and then we apply the gold leaf, and we're also giving it another coat, you know, of black paint as and where it needs it. Yeah.
And what's it like being part of the history of the building now?
It's fantastic. We get to see parts of the building that people don't really get to see, so we get to go up the towers. Even, you know, a lot of people don't go up that, and then making sure that people can enjoy it for a longer period of time. It's quite a good amount of satisfaction.
And I guess you've got to have a real head for heights for this job.
A little one, yeah.
So make sure to put October the 4th in your diary and come along to the celebration of this magnificent church. Lewis Clark, Devon Live, Northam.